All right, I was told this was a fantastic game, so let's get into it. On the upper left side of River Eisen, we happen to have thena playing Rivendell against Halfhand on the bottom right side playing as Isengard. Let's see what these guys do. I did hear specifically that there is some really nice late game Rivendell behavior that we don't see too often, so I cannot wait for that. But I think we're going to see a fourth furnace start here from Halfhand. There's the third. And here's the fourth. Okay. Let's take a look at thena. And he is also going for a 4 farm start. Usually Rivendell, when they do a 4 farm start, they do a 1 encampment and a Dunedain Gathering build. So let's see if he happens to do that. And we see Halfhand over here putting down a clan steading. Now, this is a kind of interesting placement because the furnace is just out of range of fortress protection unless somehow a battalion gets a little bit too close. It might just be like right on the border, but who knows. And I believe we're going to see an Uruk pit. Yeah, so Halfhand's already going for the Uruk scout support in this matchup pretty fast in case thena tries to go for what could be a fast Dunedain. Now we do see Isengard's gone for the horns, so they have access to either devastation or tainted land. And thena here has gone for horns, so he's going to have access to Remnant of the Old Kingdom or Sons of Elrond additionally. I imagine he is not going to go Sons of Elrond in this matchup. It does not really make much sense to do that. Alright, the first Wildman Sword unit has hit the field. And it looks like he's getting pikes ready to roll out. Right, bounders are landed. They're going to go straight for the first furnace they can find. Probably one of these two. Not super protected, but doable. And as you can see, Halfhand has done a very nice clump here. And he is most likely going to do a little bit forward creeping. It's kind of a common theme on River Eisen. thena's took archers for the defense in the base. And it looks like in addition, he's pumped out the first Outrider battalion and put them in wedge already. Halfhand kind of waiting for the first bounder unit to hit his base. Let's see what the vision is. Oh, obviously, actually, he has a lot of vision because it's his base. Silly remark. Alright, so the Outrider battalion is now coming in fairly quick. And he pops horns, so what this means now is that the Uruk-hai scouts are going to get one shot on the trample. Yep, very nice. Fresh battalion has just come out, but we see Halfhand also creeping right over here. And he has successfully done a forward creep on this Wargler. Looks like a new bounder battalion's trying to come around. Okay, hold on. Let's see what's happening. Okay, so he doesn't try going for the builder. Cool. I think he's just going to go straight for the orchard. Not a bad decision. Okay, thena creeping at that Warglare right here. And again, I think he really could have done a better job kind of repositioning the pikes so that they're not at range of our archer unit. So he could have put them around here and he would have had a higher rate of pillage. And Halfhand just starting to expand towards the north. Yeah, it looks like that Wildman battalion went in the wrong direction after having cleared that orchard. Okay, it looks like Halfhand was trying to mug thena, but he comfortably picked up the gold without an issue. But now we got the Outrider battalion coming in around here, trying to get a trample in, I would say. Nope. Wait. It looks like they are not going for the trample, but they're just trying to go through the base. Okay. Now he's got a control group over here, rather, in case there's a flank of Wildman. Right here, we see Halfhand doing a decent job kind of controlling the center, but thena flanking with the bounders. Always good to have a clean flank. And the Rangers of the North, in addition, are coming in here to focus down the Uruk scouts. Let's take a look what's happening over here. So it looks like thena actually got one of Halfhand's builders on the way over. So that's unfortunate. And in addition, we have the bounders hitting the recently made furnace. And we actually see that Halfhand has rushed out Lurtz after the aggressive creeping he did. He didn't really expand too much, but right now he's expanding along the southern point of River Eisen to maintain some economy, get some more CP out there. And Rivendell is at 5 points and Isengard's at 4 in the bank. 550 CP for Eisen as well as 550 for Rivendell. And we see the Uruk-hai scouts here coming to the savior of the bounders. Of the Wildman Pikes, my bad. And again, doing a great job saving his own Wildman. So thena here has 2 units kind of queued up. Not something you really want to do, especially as Rivendell, because your economy is so important for several different reasons. You really want to just kind of keep an eye on what you're doing spending-wise. But right here, Halfhand could do a better job and just kind of take the Uruk scouts to micro down the bounders. And we do see him getting a pretty good edge here on the orchard. And it looks like thena's going for that defensive well support and just kind of replenish the Dunedain battalions he may be losing. Very nice. Okay, so he gets a clean trample on the Outriders. Now, if I was Halfhand, actually, I would just kind of sit here and farm a bit with Lurtz just so you can get access to the cripple sooner. But also, we have both players here fighting over the creep layer, and it looks like thena successfully gets the gold. And we do see that Halfhand's actually gone for the Warg Pit support, so very cool. We're going to see some Sharku gameplay, I imagine, trying to counter the Dunedain Outriders. What's happening over here? It looks like Halfhand is hitting this orchard, but he could do a better job here and switch alerts to melee or have him micro and kill off the Dunedain because of the forward well here. Not really a forward well, but just a well. And thena here drops Remnant of the Old Kingdom just to get the additional edge and push Isengard back. He's even got his Outrider battalion on that furnace and another one over here. This is a level 2 one, so if Halfhand did lose that, it would hurt. And yeah, indeed, we see Sharku has hit the field here for Halfhand. Very nice. So Halfhand's very close to a tier 2 option. And thena is technically 3 points in the lead right now for the PowerPoint front. Ooh, he got very lucky on that trample, as you can see. The Wildman Pikes were just out of trample range for the Outriders. Okay, looks like Halbrad was just kind of chilling, trying to farm a little bit, get some levels. So thena rapidly expanding. He's got 775 CP now, very nice. And Halfhand sitting around with 650 for what it counts. He is going for that secondary Uruk pit now and continuing to produce Uruk-hai scouts. No more wargs at the moment, but he is making more Wildman Pikes. And yeah, he's definitely going to get the orchard down right here. But again, I would like to see him do a little bit more on the micro front and like have the scouts target the pikes or some rangers in the back end here. But right now, we're going to see thena get a nasty trample here. A very nice opportunity he had. But now we see Sharku and the boys running over the Outriders. So we're going to see how that kind of works out. Right now, thena is taking half his force, kind of pushing forward, but also sitting around the well just to get the replenishment value. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, so Shaku just feeding nicely off the Outriders. Very nice. Level 3. He's almost level 4, halfway there. But we do see Ugluk has now hit the field here for Isengard. And this is going to be big if Halfhand happens to get Ugluk leveled. But Halberd trying to go into melee to save the day. Fend off from the Warg harass. We'll see. Now, is one of these Uruk pits going to level 2? Yeah, so he is now transitioning to the mid game to kind of keep up with the Rivendell's Dunedain, but also to get on par eventually with the late game. Having armored wolves on autocast is kind of interesting. I don't know if I would leave it on autocast just because you might not get the most optimized use if it doesn't get like a nice tight clump. But we do see thena's actually pulled out Aragorn at this time because he's had the space to do so with Halfhand's harass being on the back foot, I would say right now. But if you look at Rivendell's library upgrades, they purchased Yavanis. They got the 15% global economy bump, but they also have Leia. So now they're going to see Grey Company soon. I would bet on that because I know thena is a big Grey Company enjoyer. That's a very nice heroic unit and very central to Rivendell's gameplay. Again, let's go on neutral cam for a second. We still see Tainted Land is giving Halfhand the opportunity to go back into Rivendell's base when it matters. He's pushing down the center right now, but he's also forcing Rivendell to stop using the Outriders how he's been using them and getting a lot of value by doing that. Sharku and the boys going on to this orchard right now. In addition, we have a Rivendell control group with Rangers of the North of Breland Townsguard, and it took Archer on the northern side. And looks like he's popped horn, but one thing Halfhand could do much better here actually is just clumping around the orchard. It's taking longer to kill simply because he's not having the most optimal position. Okay. So he's converted this Rangers battalion to a sword. He's probably going to go straight for this furnace. Interesting how he's going so deep to do so. And Halfhand actually pulling out. Oh, he's not pulling out. He's just going for this orchard right now too. So Ugluk now level 2. He's on his way to leveling up for sure. Sharku and the boys trying to maintain a field presence. And this is a little bit of an awkward positioning by Halfhand. If he had just kind of moved his units around, he probably could have saved this a little bit better. Uruk crossbowmen are now hitting the field. We have a very nice trade going on here for Rivendell. I think this is in favor of Rivendell. They were kind of chilling on top of Remnant of the Old Kingdom, but I think it might have just expired. I think the trees just kind of casually stay. And Ugluk's hunt for the ring has gone off for the allies, so they get their speed and experience bonus. Ooh. Is he going to get hurt here? Ooh, I wonder. Oh, he lost a builder again. Wow. Okay, Halfhand has to kind of watch his builders a little bit better because thena's getting impressive builder snipe value with the Outriders. What are we going to see here anytime soon? Let me take a look. So Isengard's sitting at 675 CP, and a Rivendell's at 900. So Rivendell's really doing a great job at the expansion. Ooh, wait a second. The Great Company have hit the field. So now Halfhand has to be incredibly careful because they deal revenge damage by default. So if they're kind of mixed in with the Dunedain battalions, he's going to have to really keep an eye on that. And what do we see here? That's Sharku, but over here we have 3 Uruk battalions. Great Company are probably going to do some serious damage to Halfhand's base, I bet. Especially in melee, they are so effective for structure harass. Yeah, so Saruman's hit the field now for Halfhand. Very cool. We're going to see Saruman trying to swing on the Grey Company. And I hope he's not going to use Wizard's Blast because that would be kind of dangerous here. He might not get the best value if they're in the middle of running. But Sharku and the boys waiting for the Outrider play. Cool, cool. Oh, he did use Wizard's Blast and he didn't get any targets. Tragic. Ooh, he was a little slow, I think, on that one. Ah, Sharku and the boys caught by the Breland Townsguard. That's tough. But they get a very nice trample on the Dunedain battalions right over here. And the Grey Company are definitely moving back in on Isengard's base. But the Outriders here are dealing a serious economy blow to Halfhand because Thena's using them very effectively. And Thena again moving back down the center here with a harass group. Oh no. Ooh. Great Company again fed over there by the Sharku and the boys. Yikes. Okay, so Freezing Rain has just hit the field. Very nice. So now we're kind of seeing the fact that Isengard has more of a field advantage because they have the weather, and Rivendell does not have access to cancel it out, at least for another 9 power points. So you're going to see how Rivendell kind of fares. It looks like Halfhand is making a arrow tower. Ooh. Where is that? Okay, many meetings. I love this ability. So now he's using Horn, getting good value, trying to take down the furnace here. Very nice. Isengard really pushing in on Rivendell's base here. So let's see if they can get any damage kind of done. But he's got the Sleepless Malice upgrade now too. So kind of walking around is going to be a little bit difficult for Isengard. Yeah, he's kind of getting tired, I think, of the harass, so he's just making arrow tower expansions. Very good on his part. Grima's hit the field for Isengard. Very nice. He's going to get some free levels, and Wolfgar's also entered the match here. Very cool. So I wonder if we're going to see like a Dunlending Longhouse, because I know people haven't done a lot of Dunlending gameplay, but it's very effective if you can pull it off. It just kind of depends on what your economy is for Isengard. Oh man, look at that. Thena's harassed Isengard so much that he's down to 300 CP for what it's worth. And Thena's chilling at 875. He just lost the orchard right here. But yeah, Thena's doing great at map expansion and general control. And it looks like the Rangers of the North here are going to die to Grima. So that's a good feed there for Grima. He's level 2. Ooh, what did Rivendell do over here? So he got the Girdle of Imladris. So what I'm expecting to see is Círdan value show up. And they've actually prepped for a fortress defense slightly by getting the Ballista. Very nice. Thena with the forward tower meta. He's trying to really make that a thing, and I'm all for it. Wolfgar and Grima trying to take out this forward forge. It's kind of funny. This used to be a strat actually way back in the day. I think like 6.0. Wait, there's that sound. So what we're hearing now on the field is Kierdan. So he used Lord of the Havens upgrade from the Conservatory. Very nice. And he already popped off No Way. So what hero hit the field for him to use No Way? Let's take a look and see if we can spot it. Did Elrond show up? Yeah, so actually Elrond has hit the field for Rivendell. Very nice. So we're going to have to see how thena kind of utilizes Elrond because he's very good in combat with the Herald of Gil-galad, with the Ring of Air even. And the chance to really snipe him is before he gets the armor buff at level 5. Halfhand does have 2 armories on the field, so I can't tell if he's trying to get the armory, the upgrade discount eventually or not. But we see here Saruman leadership, Lurt's leadership, Ugluk, very nice. So we probably get, ooh, nice. Halfhand dropping Tainted Land here. We're going to see maybe we're going to see Wizard's Blast or Fireball. What are we going to see first? Ooh, hold on. Ooh, dangerous positioning. And right for the Great Company, but very nice Wizard's Blast value from Saruman there indeed. Ooh, but the Outrider is coming for a very clean trample. But the the fireball value, very cool. Okay, so again, Elrond kind of shown in the back. I think thena was afraid to lose Elrond here, but I think Herald of Gil-galad really would have swung for a major victory there on the engagement front. But I think what we're seeing, okay, so it looks like he has cripple and autocast, unfortunately. That's not really what you want, because that's not going to get you the best use. It's not going to, it kind of in a way delays the value because you yourself are not automatically targeting the unit. And we see Halberd has just gone down here. But yeah, if an ability's on autocast, it kind of slows things down because it could have conflicting targets, so you never know what the parameters are. And the Rangers of the North coming in here on Pike. Halfhand pushing back through their own base. Wolfgar level 4. We're going to see some bird gameplay maybe. Very cool. Ugluk's now level 7, so that means this guy has Uruk Raider summon. Ah, nice. Oh, is he going to get another builder kill? That would be 3 builders. Nope. Okay, so Halfhand makes a wall hub. Okay. Oof. That would have been tough if he lost a 3rd builder like that. And Halfhand actually gets kind of lucky with the Uruk Pikes here, just being able to take out some of the Outriders. But he happens to cancel the wall hub, thankfully, so he gets the money back, and then puts himself on another furnace just for the command point, because he's only at 600, again, while thena's at 975. Ooh. But we're also seeing thena upgrade for tech to the Rivendell Elves. And he's also bought himself the banner upgrade, but he hasn't picked up heavy armor, forged blade, or swan feathered arrow just yet. So he has 3 of the Elrond library upgrade, but he's also used Kierdan's Messenger of Omo on the Well for an increased healing radius and rate. Nice. Great company. Look to have made it back on the field after dying. But they're being protected by the Noldor swords and pikes and an additional Dunedain unit. Oh, he lost a 3rd builder? Oh, man. Okay. That's tough. Halfhand has to remember to bring his builders back to the base. Alright, again, we just saw Freezing Rain go off here, but let's just see. So Rivendell is floating at 21 points. So it looks like to me that we're going to see Blessing of Ulmo. Yeah, that's the best pick that they could go for, just to cancel the weather, and then on their end, additionally get heal and replenishment in the process for 30 seconds. But your orchards are also getting 25% armor for 3 minutes. Okay, very cool engagement that's about to happen here, I bet. So Elrond Ring of Air values on the table. Ugluk's summon is here. Very nice. Now, I think if thena... Right here, we can see thena's a little bit hesitant to pull Elrond up front. Not sure why. Elrond would secure this trade here, in my honest opinion. His Ring of Air armor buff would be huge. Herald of Gil-galad gameplay. Even Aragorn, just keeping him up in melee would have been huge here. But Elrond trying to maybe leech the experience, but we see a lot happening here. Outriders trying going for the clean channel, Birds trying to support Isengard. Saruman here, now level 6, and needs access to Speechcraft. Let's just take a look though. He is fighting underneath Wolfgar's banner debuff. That's kind of big. And Isengard now has their tier 4 after that fight. We see No Way has again been used on Lord Elrond. Very cool. So he's gotten at least 2 levels from Círdan so far for free. And Rivendell indeed harassing quite well still in Isengard's base. The Grey Company, Noldor Swords. Oh no, is he going to lose a 4th builder? Nope, never mind. I would say he got lucky, but I don't know. That would have been the 4th builder, so it's a little bit of a check. All right, Outrider Battalion still harassing Isengard's economy over here. Very cool. Ooh, Wrath of Hadris dropped right on Rivendell. Elrond almost dying, but not necessarily. Aragorn on the back end, almost dead, but he pops the heal as well. Okay, saves Elrond and Aragorn. Ooh, okay. Does he? Oh, okay, so he still has Alart's Cripple autocast. Unlucky on that one though, because that's delaying the opportunity. But what's he doing? Ooh, okay. Instead, Alart's ends up getting Aragorn. Very cool. And he puts Alart's in Relentless Warrior for the melee buff. Very nice. Okay, he gets Aragorn. He's level 9. We're almost going to see a level 10 Lurtz. Wolfgar, Grima, Saruman, and the company really trying to push down this harass group of the Grey Company and the Noldor Swords. Again, 1,000 CP right now for Rivendell with 18 spellbook points in the bank. Ooh, wait a second, but Halbrand comes back. Okay. So Rivendell here is definitely just revived Halbrand. They're spending the money to get their hero squad back. Ooh. Okay, so Fireball dealing decent damage on aggressive swords and heavy armor. Not bad, not bad. I don't think swords actually... Oh, they do lose 15% armor. Okay. So that's not bad. I mean, that's pretty decent. Saruman getting good value that way. But again, the Grey Company battalion survives with just the banner carrier. Okay, so thena got incredibly lucky on keeping that value. Let's see what they've gone for. So Isengard's picked up another tier 1. I believe it was probably Vision of the Palantir, because he started off with Horn. He's got 4 points in the bank, 575 CP versus Rivendell's at 975. Ooh, more Noldor hitting the field. Very cool. And it looks like, yeah, I want to know if he's planning on buying the Forged Blades at all. He hasn't bought Andoril yet, but he has it. He has the opportunity to do so. He's got plenty of money. He does have a level 3 Forge. We see that the heavy armor is purchased and the banners, but we don't see Forged Blades or fire arrows for the crossbows. Okay, again, he's getting a good opportunity here to close out on... Okay, nice, yeah. Ooh, are we going to see Elrond get caught? Ooh, yeah. Okay, very nice. So Lartz's pin deals cripple, so not cripple, but fear at level 8. So his allies could really just not save him at that point. But very nice. So Halfhand ends up executing Elrond there and getting to push really hard and fast if they happen to have the opportunity. And I think they're going to end up getting a decent amount of work done here. Yeah, so Aragorn's back. I'm not sure if he died. I think he might have died earlier. Just can't remember right now. There's a lot going on. But Saruman almost level 7, so we're probably going to see Redhorn Wrath, and that's one of my favorite abilities. I love that ability so much on Saruman. All right, let's go back here. Wizard's Blast has just gone off. Okay, very cool. Fireball looks to be going off. Yep, so Fireball on the Rivendell Archers. Cool, cool. All right, we can see Redhorn Wrath. Yeah, so Halfhand really dropping it all on the table here. Very cool. I love that effects on Redhorn Wrath. I just like what the ability can do. Rivendell here with a builder on the open. Ooh, okay. So thena now dropping Tom Bombadil. Isengard backing out entirely because Bombadil's shown up. Kind of a good decision by Halfhand. He definitely does not want to get clapped by Tom Bombadil. And it looks like we don't have much going on back in Halfhand's base except for Rivendell harassing on the northern and southern sides. He's harassing with pikes, actually. A little bit interesting. I guess it's like cavalry can't like counter and trample. But again, Isengard not using the Danish Longhouse is kind of a misplay here because of the value they would get from the Danish units in this particular matchup too. But yeah, Tom Bombadil just kind of slapping troops around. He's got the Sonic Song ability. Very nice. Ooh, yeah, he's just actually knocking back heroes with kind of trampling them, I guess you could say. Ooh, Saruman almost dropping. Wait a second. Aragorn over here with the fire shall be awoken, armor buff on nearby heroes, and self buff. That is massive. Ooh, hold on. Halbrad really zooming over here. But he's taking a lot of damage right now from the fortress towers. Hold on. Oh, fireball into Halbrad. Sick. Okay, so nice micro here on Saruman by Halfhand indeed. Very cool to see. He's just kind of trying to kite out Tom Bombadil. And ooh, Gildor also died. Okay, so Halfhand's doing great on the hero killing front here, believe it or not. He's not just kind of utilizing alerts for the cripple, but he's doing other things to kill heroes, which is always good to see. I like this Grima value. Level 9 Grima with backstab and autocast. And now he's going to try and close out this Pike battalion. All right, but we have Rivendell over here pushing on the northern side as well. And he has a control group on the southern side with Aragorn and a few elves. All right, so Isengard really trying to get back into this after taking a bit of a loss here. But 525 CP, 18 points in the bank versus Thena's 1,000 with 10 points floating. Again, Thena has done great with the map expansion. Isengard kind of ended up having a backfoot situation here where they weren't really able to push as much as they could because of Thena's harass. Where is... Okay, so Círdan, that was the sound of Círdan using Call of Belegir. Very nice. So the dormitory's recruitment times are being fastened. And on top of that, if you use one of those kinds of abilities that increases production, it's going to actually adjust the research time, which is why Thena's pushing it right now. Because the level 3 dormitory research time can take a little minute. It can take a little bit. But he's getting that production bonus with Círdan. So it's very good to see he's optimizing that. And again, Isengard trying to push on the southern side. But Rivendell coming back into Isengard's base with Outriders and a control group of elves. Very well done here on the harass by Thena. Kind of like the Halfhand is anticipating harass, so, you know, early on in the game, he had made his fortress towers. It looks like Halfhand's trying to run back to his base real fast, and Athena has forced Halfhand to use Tainted Land defensively. Now that's kind of how you know you're in the lead against Isengard, is if you have them burn Tainted Land defensively. What's over here? We see the Hero Squad, Grima, Wolfgar, and oh god, I forgot his name for a second. Ugluk. Okay. Ooh, Redhorn Wrath value by Saruman. Very cool. Love to see that. So I think he killed off most of the archer battalion that was here. And right now he's trying to execute the Noldor pikes. But right here we also see Isengard trying to push off the Outrider harass. Okay, so the Grey Company at some point did die again because he's back down to a level 1 battalion. I think they might have died in that Kahadras mix-up over here. I'm not entirely sure. But Elrond has now hit the field again for Rivendell. And I bet you they're going to have the No Way ability off cooldown. Yep. So right now they've definitely popped No Way again on Elrond. And Elrond is almost level 6. Very close to his armor buff. Ooh, Isengard actually very close to a tier 4 again. So this means they're going to have the... They're going to have Fellstorm. Very nice. Ooh, but he drops the Wolfguard debuff banner back here. Unlucky that he doesn't have that up front. It's kind of good. It's a damage and armor debuff. Ooh, what's going to happen here from Isengard's view? Are they going to actually get this taken care of, or is this going to be a flank situation? It's tricky to say. Looks like they're just chasing. Yeah, if Isengard had proper early cav, like from the Dunlending Longhouse, I think Halfhand would have really, really dominated. Especially because, like, thena is not making many pikes right now for the baseline engagements. Like, he has 1 battalion, I want to say. 2 battalions, my bad. But many meetings has also been dropped here on the flank. Very cool. We happen to see Strider going in here. He's probably going to activate Fire Shall Be Woken. Oh, no, he has Andrew. Okay. Wait a second. But Elrond chilling over here with the Ring of Air active yet again. Yeah, so Isengard is just kind of getting back into their base right now. I think they are in a very tough spot. Aragorns are really dominant here on the field, especially with the late game at Rivendell. Now, he has Fellstorm. I want to know if he's going to pop it here or if he's going to try doing it somewhere else. I could see if he takes out the library, that would be huge. But then again, thena could just rebuild the library, so he's better off really using on the dormitories for sure. And Rivendell pushing out on the harass on the southern side, but they definitely have to back off again. So I think the one thing Halfhand really could have done a lot better here too was just to single-handedly kind of break up the, I would say, break up his army so he's heading from multiple fronts instead of chasing constantly with his army. Thena's floating actually at 20 points right now, so he's on his way to what is going to be Fort of Brunnen if he's still saving for that. Oh no. So yeah, he lost into the builder. I think that was probably his 4th builder. I'm losing track at this point, but yeah. Ooh, wait a second. We see Fellstorm has gone off on the dormitory. Ooh, but it doesn't take it out. Okay, so he's going to have to rely, unfortunately, on the damage over time effect from Fellstorm. Interesting that the level 3 dormitory survived that. And actually, we see Halfhand going for the Fortress Armor upgrade, just in case thena tries to pull a fast one here. Elrond coming down here, but let's just take a look at Eisen's spellbook. So they do have Wrath Hadris back, so he's got to be really careful or he's going to lose his army again. And Halfhand pushing on the northern side. But let's just see what kind of damage happens here. Okay, Rokantari heading the farm. Cool. This forge is going to get taken out. This forge is going to get taken out. So Halfhand kind of losing a lot right now in his base in a way. Yeah, the Rokantari end up taking out that furnace. Cool, cool. Ugluk ends up dominating over here on the trades with his active buffs. Look at the damage, though. It's very nice to see. I think it's the... Yeah, they have forged blades. Okay. Upgraded archers here. Grey Company level 2. I bet you he's going to use Wrath Hadris, like, shortly. Because Elrond's here and Halbrand is here. So if he can kind of, like... I guess what's the word? Isolate? Yeah, isolate these two. It's going to be pretty big. Oh, there it is. Okay. Very nice. So he loses everything. Ooh, wait. Okay, so he pops Ring of Air afterwards. I'm going to say thena is off host in this game. That is a little bit funny. Just to see Ring of Air go off after the Wrath Hadris. And Halfhand really pushing in on Rivendell at this time to take out some of the key structures. But again, 250 CP, so he's really staying in this because of the heroes right now. And he hasn't been losing many units because thena really hasn't been taking the fights with him. But thena chilling at 900 CP. He's got Blessing of Olmo, Heal, Wisdom, and Horn. Ooh, wait a second. We see Tainted Land happening over here. Okay, so we're going to see Halfhand trying to go down here for the 2 dormitories. Vision of the Plantier for the speed buff. Very creative, okay. Glorfindel's on the field now. Ooh, Elrond with Herald of Gil-galad trying to get in on the action. Okay, now we see the okay. Redhorn Wrath coming in here on the back end here. And Wolfclaw's banner has dropped. We're going to see Aragorn get a lot of work done here in the center. Okay. Ooh, wait a second. The convert ability was just used. So he converted the Rivendell Elves here on the back end. So you got 3 battalions of Rivendell Elites. Very nice with that convert option. Good micro from Halfhand there. Saruman really kind of coming in clutch here. Very cool. And Grima is trying to make it out alive, I want to say. Ooh, Wolfgar really trying to hang in against the elite archers, but he dies. Okay, Glorfindel's still chilling, but Thena's really floating. He's got 36 power points, 900 CP. So again, he's way ahead of Isengard with that in mind. Because Isengard's chilling at 350 CP, and the only thing keeping them alive is definitely their hero squad. But as you can see, Thena also has not shut down either Uruk pit for production. He could have done that by now had he just harassed those 2 structures. Ooh, wait a second. Glorfindel might be going down? Yeah, Glorfindel goes down. Ooh, Breath of Manwë though? Yikes, okay. Lurtz get caught. Lurtz ends up getting caught in Breath of Manwë and punted. All right. Is he going to die here, though, from the Rivendell Pikes? Ooh. It looks like he's not. Okay. Okay, so Lurtz looks to be getting out with very low health, but we see a level 10 Lurtz. You really don't see that every day. Now he's got the 50% armor bonus. That is huge in trying to manage him. And ooh, nice. Okay, so Halfhand has gone for Build Me an Army. A very versatile 15-pointer. Very cool. Rivendell is still trying to harass here with the cavalry units, and it looks like he's just trying to take out the freshly planted economy. But he never actually canceled out this wall hub, unfortunately, so he spent the money on that. Círdan has no way off cooldown again. I think Thena may have forgotten that was off cooldown because he's so busy doing other engagements right now. But we see Thena actually pushing on Halfhand's base too at this time. And what are we going to see? Okay, we see Saruman here, some Uruks. Let's just take a look at the neutral cam. Yeah, Halfhand's having a very difficult time here trying to push back on Rivendell's late game army, but Saruman definitely giving him tremendous value. And Elrond here, kind of overextending. We might end up seeing a tough... Ooh. Okay, so Lurtz Cripple has come in. We see a Fear Terror effect. Okay, but he uses Ford of Brunnen to actually save Elrond. Ooh, very well played there, Athena, just to keep Elrond in and close out the game. Tom Bombadil kills Lurtz. Grima dies to Elite Noldors. Ooh. This is such a good game, guys. Phenomenal game by Halfhand and Thena. I'm really excited to see what else they keep doing for us in the 1v1 scene. They're both phenomenal players. But yeah, Thena definitely had this in the bag on the micro and the macro level, but Halfhand had some really strong plays here himself with Saruman and the Isengard heroes. So again, very well played to Thena and Halfhand. Tom Bombadil giving incredible value. I always love to see this guy. People do not appreciate him enough. Yep. And the Warg Pit is the last structure that Athena has to take out. Yeah, look at that. Very cool. Awesome gameplay there from Halfhand and Athena. Very nice. All right. Appreciate y'all watching. Follow and subscribe to stay up to date to all the content happening here on YouTube. And come check me out on Twitch. Thanks.